What's good, YouTube?
It's your man Juan.
And it's your girl Niece, and we are back with another video.
Yes, sir. And today we are doing a how we met, which a lot of people kept wanting us to do. We kept seeing that, we kept getting that.
Definitely.
How y'all met. So today we are gonna do a how we met video.
Alright. So first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and make sure that you follow all of our pages together and individually.
Yes, sir. Go follow them.
So let's get into it. Alright.
Get right into it, baby.
So it started 8th grade. That's when we met, in 8th grade.
We was some youngins. I remember too.
And I had moved out here, and it was my first year. So it was 8th grade. I was going there. It was a new school, new people, all that. And I think he just started going to that school too. So we both was new at that school.
We was both new, 8th grade fresh. She was there a little bit longer though, like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the year though.
So we started off like that. We started sitting off at the same lunch tables. And he would always ask me for he would always ask me for like anything like that, like like applesauce or like a fruit cup or whatever we had.
Cause listen, you gotta understand, like I was already like a grown man basically in 8th grade. That little school lunch was not doing nothing. So every day she would sit there and she wouldn't always eat her food. Sometimes it'd just be sitting and she wouldn't even eat it. So I'm like, you know, like let me get that. Let me get this. Let me get. You gonna eat your lunch today? Like you feel me? Like it's like, listen, I'm trying to eat.
So then I forget like how we got like close, but like we started getting close. Oh, I know. We had the same gym. We had the same gym class, and we started talking more. And then like in gym, we would have to like walk around the track outside. It wasn't a track, but we had to walk around or whatever. And we would walk around together, and we would talk like the whole gym class. And then we started texting and FaceTiming, and we just got real close.
Mm-hmm.
And this was my little bestie or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, yeah. I don't know. It was crazy though. Like thinking back though to like 8th grade, cause like literally I remember like moving there. I feel like it was like October. So yeah, you was already there, right? Cause you went there from the first day.
September, yeah.
You went there from the first day, and I came like October, and I already knew Devon. It's crazy, that's my best friend, but then we found out we was like cousins after a while, but I already knew him. So that's what led me to sit at that table. And it was like we sat directly across from each other too. Like it was like directly, like it was in the middle right half. I remember it's like, it would be like the middle of the table, but like the right half of it, like directly in the middle. You could play with the little thing. I don't know how y'all tables is. We sat right across from each other. Like, and like she said, we would talk, we even made nicknames. Yo, I feel like, remember that one night too? It was like, cause you know as a youngin' you used to be hyped to like say like you was vamping, like staying up all night. That's what vamping is, like stay up all night. And I remember we had did that one time. I don't know if you remember.
We used to be on FaceTime all the time. Like,
but do you remember that though? I remember it was like it was like vamping, trying to stay up all night on the phone. You might not remember, but I remember that. I remember that. It was like it was like it might have been as soon as we graduated though when this happened. Because it had to be like the summer or something. Like, nah, it wasn't the summer. It was like a weekend probably. It had to be like a weekend. But I remember. So you don't remember that? I remember that.
But you didn't remember the thing about the track part, so don't do me like that. Alright, anyways, y'all, so we had got like real close, and like that was my little bestie or whatever. We had nicknames for each other and all that. Yeah. So then we was like literally on
Facebook. The nicknames?
BDJ, that's my little BDJ.
And then yours was LMJ.
Yeah.
It was LMJ. Mine was BDJ, yours was LMJ.
Yeah, so that was our nicknames for each other, and we was on the, yo, when I mean to tell you we was on the phone, like we was on the phone a lot, like for a long time. Like we used to be on the phone like all day, like every day, like get off the bus an hour later talking on the phone. Like we used to be texting a lot and everything. I was like my best friend or whatever. So fast forward.
Right, because what happened? I know I
We
went to a
didn't
different
date.
high school.
Yeah, we didn't date.
It was like in 8th grade, it was like a interest in each other, but it was
Yeah.
like it never got to that point of getting together. You feel me? And then like we ended up going to different high schools after that, because I went to a different high school for like sports reasons, and so we didn't get together. Dang, what happened though? We weren't together, and then we randomly started talking again freshman year, like winter break. It was like it was like
so it was like a few like months that we didn't talk to each other, and then we just randomly started texting again, and we was on FaceTime. I
we
forget how that
skipping
happened.
around still. Cause remember that one time too? It was like when I randomly hit you up about pancakes, how to make pancakes or something like that.
Oh yeah, he tried to do a little pickup line to get on the
It
phone
wasn't
with
even a
me.
pickup line. It was like I really wanted to know how to make some pancakes. I'm so
You
serious.
told me that you knew how to make it. You were like, who doesn't know how to make pancakes?
So why did I call you then? I did call you, but I remember I was making a pancake and it was random.
No, you asked me how to make pancakes.
And it was random.
But
too.
you told me after that, like, that was just, you just wanted to be on the phone with me.
It was a long time ago. It probably was something like that. It could have been. But anyways,
Like-
then after that, I remember winter break came and I was in my mom's house, and I was just spending like breaks and stuff at her house, and we randomly started talking again. But it was only for like the winter break. I promise you, it was weird. It literally was only for the winter break, and I don't remember.
Because we talked here and there after that. We did. Because remember, randomly one day, like, we were talking and you told me about that fight.
Yeah, see, it's so confusing.
We just like really talked like a lot.
On and off a lot.
Yeah, like, but because like we were like just so close, so it was like we always just got like drawn back to each other and like
we would talk for a little
connection.
bit, then would stop. Like it was weird. And then what happened after that?
So then we were talking, and literally that same week, he ended up switching over, transferring to my high school. So then he transferred to my high school, and we ended up having the same class.
Yeah.
We ended up having the same class, but
I remember that. It was March. I transferred there in March. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so he wasn't trying to pay me no mind or whatever.
This because get out of here. I do remember that though. It was funny because I didn't fully know. Like it was like I remember the class. It was financial literacy, right?
Yeah.
We had that together, and like she like started like we obviously was cool already, and like she still like tried to talk to me. And like it wasn't like that. I was talking to her too, but I didn't know it was like interest there. You feel me? Like I was like, is this like she's just trying to talk to me? Is this interest? And she never told me it was interest until like 2 years later, probably. You didn't tell me that, like, what the?
Because like it's just weird, like saying your feelings, like, oh yeah, I like you. Like that wasn't me. Like I didn't express myself like that. Like,
But
you didn't either. Yeah. But anyways, fast forward. Junior year, like the middle of junior year, like what was
football season.
November, like the end of November or beginning of December, we were texting.
It wasn't December because it was.
Because remember we both was at that Sweet 16.
I thought it was still football. Oh, football might have just ended, so it
No,
might have
yeah.
been the beginning of December.
It wasn't football.
It was definitely like December, yeah.
So yeah, but
we started talking again. How do we start talking that time?
I really don't know. I don't know how we started talking that time.
Yeah, junior.
I know how we started talking that time.
So how did we start talking?
You was like,
Oh.
I was dating someone and I was walking in the cafeteria.
So we gonna say that we gotta go back to freshman year then. As to why we didn't fully talk, we didn't end up really messing that year.
Because you ended up dating someone.
I ended up getting a relationship.
Yeah, he ended up getting in a relationship.
Cause I didn't know that she was displaying interest, and like somebody else made it more known. not to say it like that. It was multiple people, showing interest, but this one person was like showing more, and it ended up being with that person, and I didn't know she was interested in me. All right. But anyways,
so I was dating somebody, right? And I was walking in the cafeteria, and he was like, Janice, come here real quick. And I'm like, so I go over, because I'm like, what? He don't talk to me. So it was weird. It was so weird. And he was like, come here real quick. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, you still that boy? I was like, yeah. He said, all right, let me know when y'all done. And I was like, what? Like, I'm like, boy, like, so I walked back.
But it's funny because she smiled and walked away. Like, get out of here. She had a little smile on her face.
I'm all blushing, like.
And I don't know what, it's crazy. I don't know what made me feel like doing that day. Like,
yo, it is crazy.
It was just
like,
you're
so quiet, not quiet, but like, you're not like that type of person. So that threw me off. Like, I'm like,
I don't know. I feel like I was just feeling a little bit bold around that time. Because it was like, this is back high school, junior year. Boys doing anything want to feel. You got schools talking to you. So you think you the ish. You feel me? You think, and I'm just like, I see her. We always, had this weird, I can't explain, just going on. And I'm not going to lie, she was looking good that day. So I'm like, she was looking good. So I'm like, you know what? Come here.
Boy.
Anyways,
so then me and that boy broke up. And I'm like, all right, so you say hit you up when we done, so what's up?
Which is like a week or two later. Like,
yeah, we're sadly. But anyways, not sadly, but like, how that went. But anyways, so then he goes and we were texting or whatever, but then he was like, listen, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to be in a relationship right now. And you're somebody that I would want to be serious with, so like, he ain't really want to talk right now.
Yeah, because it was like...
But it made me feel away, because I'm like, you're not going to want me when you want me.
Nah, it was weird. It was like, we started talking, because I remember, that happened, and a week later, we finally started talking. And how long did we talk for? I know we was like on FaceTime.
It was like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, we was on like FaceTime at night, and all of that. I don't know, but I just knew at that time, like, something like, because I was probably out of my relationship that I was in for a while, for like, this was December, so maybe like 2 months, you feel me? So it was like,
I thought it was 2 months.
Yeah, we broke in like September, October, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like before
It might have been
summer.
September. Nah, it was September.
I thought you said it was before the summer.
Nah, it might have been like September. But nah, it was like September. It was after like the second football game of the season. So like September. So it's like, this was after being from freshman year to the very beginning of junior year. So like, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot going on. Wanted some free time, but I didn't want to hurt her. Because like we said before, we was close in 8th grade. And it was like, yeah, it was like, used to be interest there, but we was mad cool. And like, she even like used to come to me at times when we weren't trying to talk, like to tell me about other situations with other people that she was even in. So it's like, I wasn't about to just try to hurt her. So I kept it real with her. Like, it's like, this really isn't the time I feel like, for us to be together, because I kind of want to be more free. So I let her know. And like she said, she felt the way, like, you ain't going, on your time. But like,
it's like, I respected it, but at the same time, like, I'm like, what? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what? Do you know who I am? Like, that's, you know how you be feeling like you the shit. Like, I'm like, do you know who I am? Like, what? Like, oh, so you gonna play me? Okay. So then after that, it was just like,
Yo, you know what's funny? It's funny too, because after that, instead of like trying to go about it and just like kind of still be cool, she didn't want to talk to me at all. It was funny because, when I tell you she was so mad at me, she was heated.
He would be there and talk to everybody else but him.
No, or be a situation like in the hallway, we walk past each other. It used to be that, hey BDJ, yada yada yada, like stuff like that. Even when I was in a relationship, she used to still say that. But it came to the point now I'm walking past her and she's like this. And it's like, she knows that I'm walking past her, but she, like, you can feel the energy that it's like she's purposely trying to see her, not look at you like this, walk past you, not say nothing. She would not want to speak. You can see it on her face. Like, I just knew her facial expressions. Like, she was mad.
Because I felt like you dissed me. Like, what? I'm like, what? Like, I felt rejected. Like, That's you probably like the first person that ever like kind of rejected me. I'm like, not to say it cocky, like not trying to be cocky, but like it really was.
It wasn't even like exactly like a rejection, though.
But that's what it felt like. I didn't know how to take it. But anyways, so
fast forward
to
February, 2
yeah.
months later.
Yeah, like January, February.
So if it was
we
February
did like the little iMessage games or whatever.
How did that start?
And I really do not remember. Like I don't.
I just know somebody put up iMessage games, and then no, I think I put up some iMessage games, and then you wanted to play. You might have finally got over your little attitude. So I feel like I put up iMessage games, and then you
not the attitude.
Because I put up iMessage games, and yo, it's hilarious too. Because it was like I did it in some type of way in hopes of her seeing it. I forgot what it was weird. I can't explain it. I purposely did it for her to see and want to play iMessage games though. I just remember that's what I did. And she happened to actually want to play iMessage games. And then when she did, like when she actually hit me up, I was like, hey, like I'm like, hey, we lit. Like she wanted to play iMessage games. No, it might have been because I think you posted some of my iMessage games. So then I posted it after that. Because you were already trying to. But then I think you said that I can't remember. It was something where we both was like kind of on like this. I can't remember. I can't.
But so basically, we started playing it, and then we got into conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I don't remember.
That time, that's when like I said, at the other time I felt like I wasn't fully ready. But at that time, it was like, all right, I'm ready. You know, like for that type of situation, like I know I am, and that's when like we started talking, FaceTiming every day. It didn't stop. It was like, but this time it didn't stop. You know, like the FaceTime every day, and now being together. What, February 10th is junior year, so.
Yeah, so February 10th, we got together. Then we started dating a month late. Was it a month later? Wait, February, March, April. It must have been, it was near your birthday.
It was April 6th.
Okay, yeah, so.
Because it was April 6th. I remember.
So, so we basically started.
Nah, it's funny though because
I don't use that date.
I know we use February 10th.
So February 10th basically, and then we like started really dating, like officially like pop the question type of dating. April 6th.
Yep.
And we already had met each other's family basically at that point.
We was already in a relationship.
It was like in love.
It's just like. She's the type, it's like, no, you need to officially ask me out. Like, me, I kind of was just gonna go about it like, yo, we're together. That's basically what we were already together. I'm gonna be real, we were already together.
But he needed to ask.
Everybody knew we were together. We, like she said, we met family. It's like, yo, that's my girl. But she just wanted me to officially ask. And,
yes, he should.
And it's funny how I officially asked her. It's actually funny.
It's not funny. Like... It was not funny. I was like, what? Like,
basically, we was on her couch and she had got like a little attitude about something. She was mad about something. It obviously wasn't that serious though, but like, she was mad about something and she was sitting there like mad. And like, while she was mad, I don't know what came across me to ask her on that instant. Cause she kept bringing it up. You still haven't asked me out. She kept saying you still haven't asked me out. You still haven't asked me out.
I said so we're not together because you still didn't ask me.
She kept saying she used to like remind me on that for like it was like a week straight. I feel like she kept saying like 2 weeks straight. So then like so look, listen. I'm like yo, I want this to be different. She mad. Who you know asked somebody out why they were mad at her? Tell me who you know did that. Tell me who you know did that. So I'm like look, literally in my head I'm like yo, let me be different.
You'd have been sick if I would have said no.
She didn't.
Yeah, but if I did.
She was mad, so I'm like, you know what, bet. I'm about to ask her right now. I popped the question, and then she gonna say, no, that's not. What did you say? You said something like, no, that's not fair. How you gonna ask me while I'm mad? What did you say?
Yeah, I said something like that.
It was something funny.
I said something like that. I said, you can't do that.
Yeah, it was something funny. She said, like, you can't do that. Like, how you gonna ask me when I'm mad? And then she said, yeah, and then she wasn't mad no more after that.
Basically. So Anyways, so that's basically how it went.
I was about to say, you think about it, yeah, because since then, yeah, that's when we like officially. So it was like a long road leading up to, I'm not gonna lie, from like 8th grade all the way to junior year. So that's what, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade.
But I'm kind of glad for it though, because I feel like we both had like different journeys.
And a lot of growing in between.
Yeah, like I've had like my own journeys, like he had his own journeys, like we've kind of been with, of course we've been with other people, like we've been dating other people in between that, kind of learning about ourselves, growing in between that. So thank God, I feel like thank God like that we didn't date, because at the same time we were so close and stuff. I feel like it kind of would have messed that up.
Yeah,
like it would have messed that friendship up like really bad.
It definitely could have possibly messed that up. Cause I said before, like it was even times where we were just friends, like in between that 8th grade to junior year, where like she's telling me about other people, you feel me, like stuff that she was going through in a whole nother relationship, like cause like it'll be times yes we like each other, or maybe it's like flirting or whatever, but it was other times where it was just like we close friends,
best friends.
we just close friends, just talking about everything, like telling each other stuff, help each other get through little things. And
I didn't think we was close friends. I felt like you were like one of my best friends.
And
but I guess I wasn't his.
Oh my gosh, here she go. But nah, yeah, and then look, we here now. So yeah, it was like a 3.5 year like weird phase that led to now being together now. And so basically, I know another question y'all kept asking too is how long have we been together? And so basically we've been together for
let the darkness take over, I got amnesia. I let God